First of all, my experience with air flight and with Chris Carmody goes back about 5 years. With the purchase of my Malibu Matrix, I contacted Chris and lined up a date to fly with providing initial and recurrent training on the PA-46 line. One of my goals in flying with Chris is always to come away with things that will help me be a safe pilot, perhaps deal with a couple of emergencies that I might encounter up in the air. Chris is a very likable person, but he's also very challenging. Each time I have flown with Chris and done my recurrent training with him, I feel like I've come away with a good and a little better understanding of the airplane, definitely a good value. Chris does a good job of marrying in-depth understanding and knowledge of the PA-46. I would say the air flight training is up to date. They're on top of all of the systems in the PA-46. As a person who only flies maybe 60 to 80, maybe 90 hours a year, I look at this as an investment in my own safe flying. Chris he's up on the technology, he's up on the airplane, he's touching these airplanes every day. So he's the person that can impart some of that knowledge and some of the refresher coverage that we go through every year. I would ask them the tough questions and definitely put them at the top of my list for a company to use for my training. If you are a person who is looking at coming into a PA-46, whether it be the Meridian, the Mirage, or the Matrix, looking at doing some initial training or subsequent recurrent training, you at the very least owe it to yourself to talk to Chris, check out his program, and ask those questions. See for yourself how he marries the technology with the practical application and the practical airwork that you'll be doing with him.